Well, our big focus this afternoon, the Supreme Court has placed on hold an order allowing the termination of a 26-week pregnancy after the government submitted a medical report indicating the fetus is viable, as in it shows signs of life and has a strong possibility of survival. Now, the court, hearing the government plea to recall its order, said it wanted to hear from the woman before passing any new order. The hearing will resume in about 1 hour from now at 2 p.m. In fact, Arvind Gunasekar is tracking the latest developments for us. He joins us over the phone line. Arvind, what details can you share with us currently?
Parmeshwar, Supreme Court has today sought for the views or the stand of the woman on whose petition yesterday Supreme Court had allowed her to go ahead with the termination of 26 weeks pregnancy after she was directed to AIIMS Delhi for the procedure. The AIIMS Medical Board submitted a report to Centre saying that there are chances for the baby to survive, and that's why they objected to this termination of pregnancy. So Centre sought for recalling of the Supreme Court order, which had allowed for the termination of 26 weeks pregnancy. Today, when the matter was taken up for hearing before Justice Hima Kohli and Justice Nagaratna, Centre submitted the new AIIMS report, and then they argued that the Supreme Court should recall the order that has been passed yesterday allowing the termination of 26-week pregnancy. But today Supreme Court said that they will take a final call after knowing the stand of the woman, and that's why they said that the matter will be heard at 2 o'clock, and based on the stand of the woman, Supreme Court will pass a final order whether to go ahead with the termination of the pregnancy or whether to recall that particular order wherein Supreme Court directed the termination of the pregnancy.
Arvind, thanks so much for joining us with that update. We will, of course, revert to you for a quick update at 2 p.m. regarding this story, but do stay on with us for the next update as well, as a multi-agency probe will now look into Newsclick's matters. The Delhi Police, the Enforcement Directorate, the Central Bureau of Investigation, as well as the Income Tax Department will investigate Newsclick's matters. As we have been covering and as Arvind Gunasekar has been reporting, the Enforcement Directorate has registered a case under PMLA. The Delhi Police Special Cell, meanwhile, has filed a case under UAPA, and the CBI has registered a case of FCRA violations. For the latest update, let's go across to my colleague Arvind. Arvind, what details do you have in this matter?
Parmeshwar, CBI is the latest agency to get involved in the investigation against Newsclick. Earlier, we saw Delhi Police registering an FIR, Delhi Police Economic Offence Wing registering an FIR in 2021 over allegations of financial irregularities, and taking cognizance of that, the Enforcement Directorate initiated a money laundering investigation. So, Enforcement Directorate, during the investigation of that particular case, wrote to Ministry of Home Affairs, bringing to the ministry's notice about alleged violations on the foreign contribution that were allegedly received by Newsclick. So, on the reference of MHA's complaint, the Central Bureau of Investigation has registered a fresh FIR against Newsclick and its founder Prabir Purkeyasta, alleging irregularities in foreign contribution, and that's why today's Central Bureau of Investigation conducted searches at the premises of both Newsclick and also the premises of the founder Prabir Purkeyasta. So it's not just CBI which is probing the investigation, probing the case. Even the Delhi Police is also probing the affairs of Newsclick under the anti-terror law. Enforcement Directorate is probing the money laundering investigation, and Income Tax is also looking into the tax evasion angle into this case.
Arvind, as always, thank you so much for joining us with the latest information coming in. Well, in other news, Aam Aadmi Party Sanjay Singh's aide, Sarvesh Mishra, has reached the Enforcement Directorate office. In fact, he will be questioned by the ED today, and Sarvesh Mishra will be questioned in front of Sanjay Singh. This is what our sources are informing us. Now, as per Dinesh Arora, money was sent to Sanjay Singh through his aide Sarvesh Mishra, who will be questioned by the ED in front of Sanjay Singh in a short while from now. Meanwhile, let's get you a quick update as far as West Bengal is concerned. The Trinamool Congress's Abhishek Banerjee, well, his wife has been questioned by the Enforcement Directorate. Rujira Banerjee has been under a probe in the school jobs case. In fact, Abhishek Banerjee is also under the ED lens in this same school jobs case. My colleague Saurabh Gupta is tracking the latest developments for us as far as this matter is concerned. He joins us over the phone line. Saurabh, now Abhishek Banerjee's wife is going to be questioned by the Enforcement Directorate?
That's right. In fact, she reached the Enforcement Directorate's office a little before 11. this morning, and her questioning is underway. She, of course, went to the Enforcement Directorate's office at the CGO complex in Salt Lake in Kolkata, and she is being questioned in connection with the alleged teachers' recruitment scam in West Bengal. Now, the reason why she's being called for questioning is that the Enforcement Directorate is looking at a firm called Leaps and Bounds Private Limited, which is helmed by Abhishek Banerjee, and members of his family are also part of the firm. Abhishek Banerjee himself has been questioned by the agency, though he skipped the last summons because, of course, he was busy with the political protest against, or what the Trinamool calls withholding of funds by the centre. But in all of this, the Trinamool Congress has alleged that Abhishek Banerjee and other Trinamool leaders are being hounded by central agencies because the BJP is in power at the centre and they want to target opposition leaders in opposition-ruled states. The BJP says this is, of course, going after corruption. There has been corruption and agencies are simply investigating this corruption and doing their job. And that, of course, is the political part of it. But Abhishek Banerjee's wife, Rujira Banerjee, is being questioned today. She's already at the central government offices complex in Salt Lake area of Kolkata, where she's being questioned by the Enforcement Directorate in connection with the alleged teachers' recruitment scam in West Bengal.
Saurabh, thank you so much for joining us with that detailed update. As always, news and updates continue on NDTV 24/7. We're taking a quick break for now.